DC's Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and today we're going to take a quick look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse DC versus Vampires, the Joker action figure. Now, I'm not a big horror guy. I don't watch a lot of horror movies, don't collect a lot of horror type action figures. Now, I got to say, back in the day, I love the old classic, Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein and Wolfman. I like all that. That's cool. And the Monster Squad. I'm cool with that. But, I'm just not a big horror guy. But when it comes to this particular Joker here, who apparently has become a vampire, I could not pass on him, folks. I'm very impressed with this Joker overall. Before we get into this Joker, I want to take a look at what he comes with. Of course, he is packaged with the McFarlane Toys collector's card here. We have the Joker, all vampire-like and everything. And then on the back, we have his data file. Then, of course, our Joker is packaged with the McFarlane Toys display stand. And last, but certainly not least, the Joker is packaged with this nicely sculpted mace here that looks really nice. Overall, I like the look. Has the little J that's engraved on each side. And I love how they sculpted the face here inside the mace, on the side of this mace as well. They did an excellent job with that. I like the hue of paint that they chose for this mace here overall. And the nose, as you can see, is like a Pinocchio nose, which acts as the handle. So it plays up to the comedic elements of the Joker, yet and still. This is a very darker version of the Joker, and we'll get into that shortly. But this is really nice, folks. Now, in terms of the Joker overall, this is a more darker version of the Clown Prince of Crime here. They're utilizing a darker paint deco for his overall costume. We'll definitely get to this face. This is just insanely awesome, folks. But this is more or less the same body mold as the criminal from the Three Jokers wave. Yet and still, it's a different in the tones of paint that's utilized for the costume as well as in the hands. These hands are covered up. That's different. Here, the shirts are in different colors. You have the more muted down yellow with the black tie. You have here the white tie. No, in the white tie, here you have the white shirt and the black tie, as well as the little purple undershirt. Here you have more muted color down purples. And then all the way down here to the feet area, you also have the different colors and the whites here, more brighter whites, more a little more brighter, shinier black. Here, everything is a little more muted down with this Joker, more muted down whites. This is pretty much the same here with the rest of the shoes, but overall, they wanted to make sure that this was a darker tone of a Joker here because he is a vampire now, and I like how they handled that overall. Now, of course, he doesn't have the gloves that the criminal has, so that's different. Overall, face sculpt is totally different, so that's where this Joker really shines in terms of the paint and the detail that's utilized for both the face sculpt as well as the hands. So in terms of the face sculpt, this is where this figure shines, folks, in terms of the sculpted detail and the attention that was paid to the face of this horrific character here. They were able to capture the horror and the insanity of a Joker who has now become a vampire. Now, for me, I can use this Joker, I feel, both as a vampire or as just a regular crazy-looking Joker. That's how I see it, and that's what I like. And then, like I said, the paint, the sculpt, the detail here in the face area, the texture, it's all there. Very impressed with this figure, folks. Again, I'm not a horror guy, but I just could not pass on this guy here. The blood here in the mouth area, they captured that. The grin, the insane grin that he has, it's just very menacing, very dark, very sinister. The eyes, how they were to capture that, that's all there as well. I love how they captured the eyes, the eyebrows, the scowl that he has, the wrinkles here on the brow area, and then the sculpted detail in the hair, they were to capture that very well. I like this. This looks awesome, folks. So, again, I've collected a number of Jokers thus far, but this one has been very impressive for me overall because he works twofold. He can work as a crazy Joker or just that vampire Joker. I mean, he's that dude, man. And then here he has the blood on the hands as well. So again, this can work as like this Joker who has committed some crimes or a vampire Joker, man. But I like how they painted the hands. They did not skip a beat, man. You see the blood here on the hands. You see the darker hue of colors for the skin. They captured that overall. In terms of articulation, it's going to be the same. He's not going to be the most articulated. You have the double jointed knees, have the articulation here with the toe articulation. I reviewed the 3 Jokers, so if you want to check out the articulation for that, definitely do so. But I just want to take a quick look at this Joker, man, and just show some love to a figure that has been, for me, he's been one of the like most under the radar figures or one of the surprise figures of the year for me in terms of the Jokers. Now I do have a few Joker action figures here. So we have, of course, we have the Criminal. I'm gonna back these up here. We have the Criminal, and then we also have the Comedian, and we have, I'm gonna get the Comedian's face kind of look up a bit, and then we have the Clown. And I think I'm giving everybody their correct names because I don't know. All right, so we got the Criminal, the Comedian, the Clown, and we have the Vampire Joker here all together, folks. This looks pretty awesome. But yeah, very impressed with this Joker action figure here, folks. And again, I just wanted to show some love to this one here. I do have another figure that may rank high in terms of Jokers, but this one here is definitely high on my list, folks. I just was very impressed with how they pulled this Joker off overall. And what's a Joker review without his arch nemesis, his good old buddy that he likes to drive crazy, the Batman. Now, this is a McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Page Puncher Batman alongside our Vampire Joker. Overall, very impressed with this Joker action figure here, man. And again, I love this mace here and how they sculpted the detail on his weapon. And again, it plays up to this just insane force of nature that is within the DC, universe, man. And again, I just couldn't pass up on this guy. This figure works twofold. I mean, he works as, this crazy Joker character or as a vampire. So, I mean, I like that. I like the versatility from this Joker here. And again, I just wanted to share the thoughts. Look at the teeth and everything. I mean, they just really nailed this Joker overall. So very impressed with this Joker figure. And before I get out of here, let's throw up another Joker, another favorite of mine from within my collection, man. Because I really like this. So let's do a multiverse of Jokers before we get out of here for this episode. So I got the Arkham Asylum Joker here, which is a favorite of mine as well. So we got him here. I don't want him to cover everybody, but yeah, so we got Arkham Asylum. If he can stand, he's giving me all types of trouble, but it's all good. All right, and move him over a little bit. All right, so we're good to go, y'all. So I got a multiverse of Jokers here. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Be sure to comment below, share your thoughts. Also, hit that thumbs up, folks, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Ring that bell for all notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And folks, I am on social media with Twitter and Instagram. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And folks, until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And beware of the Joker. All right, folks. Until next time. Bye for now.